My name is Scott Robertson with the Brock's Performance Engineering Department. Today we're going to discuss mounting tires on BST carbon fiber wheels. Composite wheels have been around for a little over 10 years, and there are still fears that it's difficult to mount and dismount tires on these wheels. We are here to show you how easy it is. After taking a few simple precautions to protect the finish of the wheel, it is no different than mounting tires on aluminum or magnesium wheels. Let's get started. We will start by setting our pressure regulator on our tire machine to 55 psi. Pressure may vary with different machines, but with most pneumatic rim clamp machines, a setting somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 55 psi is sufficient to clamp the wheel without causing damage to the rim. Having the correct clamping pressure is an important step in mounting a tire. If there is too little pressure, the rim can spin or break loose during the mounting procedure. If there is too much pressure, the rim can be damaged as a result of the jaws clamping too tightly. Before mounting a tire to any wheel, it is very important to inspect the wheel for damage or any potential hazards. Inspect the rim bead surfaces to make sure they are clean and also free of any nicks, scrapes, or gouges previously caused by tire changing tools. Any irregularity of the rim bead surfaces can cause an air leak, which could lead to a potentially hazardous condition. Next, check the valve stem to make sure it is tight and the O-ring is intact with no cracks, splits, or bulges. Finally, on the inside of the wheel, inspect the silicone sealer around the valve stem, which acts as an additional sealant as well as an anti-vibration lock for the nut. We recommend using plastic rim protectors where the clamps contact the wheel. Even plastic-coated clamps can damage the surface of a BST wheel just as easily as they can damage magnesium or polished aluminum wheels. If you do not have rim protectors, they are available at rocksperformance.com. After the rim protectors are in place, clamp the wheel into position. Move the swing arm into position. Lower the demount head to contact the rim edge. Do not force the head into the wheel. Lock the slide into place. On this machine, the head will move upward approximately 1/8 of an inch from the rim edge after locking. Your machine may vary, but there must be 1/8 to 3/16 inch clearance from the rim. Turn the swing arm adjusting knob to move the head away from the outside edge of the rim 1/8 to 1/4 inch. The head positioning should be set for every wheel to ensure proper clearances. These clearances will be maintained as long as the locking handle and adjustment knob are not changed. The arm may be swung out of the way and back into position without the need to reposition the head when mounting and dismounting on the same wheel. After setting your clearances, spin the wheel at least one full revolution to be certain that your wheel is on center and there is no contact between the mount head and the rim. Inspect the tire for damage to the beads. Any cuts, gouges, or scrapes can potentially cause an air leak. If there are any defects in the bead surfaces, do not use the tire. Replace it with a good one. Lubricate the tire beads with a manufacturer-approved lubricant. Align the rotation arrows on the tire with the rotation arrows on the wheel. Place the tire over the wheel and move the swing arm into position. Position the tire so the bead is above the rear extension and below the knob of the mount-demount head. Rotate the tire as much as possible by hand, keeping the bead in the drop center of the wheel. Finish the bead mounting by rotating the table. Mounting the second bead is the same procedure as the first. Position the tire so the bead is above the rear extension and below the knob of the mount-demount head. Rotate the tire as much as possible by hand, keeping both beads in the drop center of the wheel. Finish the bead mounting by rotating the table. Unclamp the wheel from the machine. Remove the rim protectors. Place the wheel back on the tabletop. Connect the air hose to the valve stem. Stand back during the bead seating. If there is a failure, injury could result. Inject air into the tire in short intervals to check that 40 psi is not exceeded. The tire beads should move outward and pop into position. After seating the beads, install the valve core and inflate to the manufacturer's recommended pressure.